Hello there, Bob here again, and welcome back to Common Man Guitar. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I want to do more of a gear unboxing demo review of the Nux Verb Core Deluxe reverb pedal. Just a few things to mention as we get started is I have a problem, and I think it's a problem common to most musicians. I like gear. I like stuff to go along with my guitar and guitars, I should say. Um, I also have to admit that I don't have the budget or really the justification for getting everything I'd like to have. I play at home and I play at church, but that doesn't get rid of the fact that I like stuff. I like gear. At church, I have a full pedal board, tuner, a couple drives, a boost, volume, a couple ambient pedals, delay. And then at home, I have a similar board, as well as a Vailton GP200 multi-effects, which I really like. It's handy. And I'm also putting together just a small, less complicated board. And that's most likely where this new X is going to go. So I had a couple extra pedals and I didn't have a reverb, so I went ahead and got the new Nux Verb Core. I should say that I got this myself. It's not sponsored. It wasn't provided to me by anybody, any manufacturer or store. Um, what I'd also like to encourage you is if you shop at places with loyalty points and rewards and things like that, go for it. I would do that. That's one of the reasons I got this pedal is I used, I believe it was Musician's Friend. I had some points, cashed those in for spendable dollars and bought myself this pedal. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and do a walkthrough of taking a look at this pedal, see what it's all about. So I'll grab it here, we'll take it out of the box. And it's packaged pretty nicely. Easier this way. Good solid box. It's a good looking pedal. First impressions, taking it out. It's got some weight to it. It's not heavy duty, but it feels like a good solid chassis. Knobs and all feel pretty good. The jacks are in pretty good place, so you get the pedal. And nice packaging for a little owner's manual with some instructions inside. So let's see what we got with this pedal. Let me get back here. Okay, so here we go. You can see the pedal's got, which is a neat feature. It is stereo. We've got in A and out A, which is mono. You can also run it in B and out B to get your stereo effect. You have 4 knobs and 1 toggle switch. And we look, that top knob is decay, and we'll kind of see how the Nux owner's manual explains each of these features. And again, I hope I am pronouncing this name at least close to being correct. The decay knob does pretty much what it sounds like as far as for a reverb pedal. Let's see what they say. Okay. According to Nux or Nux, the decay adjusts the length of the reverb time. We also have a knob here marked level, and this will adjust the level of reverb or the mix of the reverb of how much clean and how much processed sound you have. What's impressive is you've got the reverb type here, and you've got 8 different types of reverb that's available to you. You have room reverb, hall reverb, plate reverb, damp reverb. It'll be interesting what that is. Then shimmer, spring, trem verb, and mod verb. After that, you've got the tweak knob, which is right here. And this adjusts the different parameters of each type of reverb. Under the room reverb, it adjusts the tone. Under hall reverb, it adjusts what they call liveliness. Under the plate reverb, it adjusts the tone. And under dampening, it's also the tone. For shimmer, tweak will adjust the shimmer. Under spring reverb is the tone again. Then the tre verb adjusts the tremolo, and the mod verb adjusts the modulation. What I thought was really interesting on this pedal is this little toggle switch here, which you have three different settings. On TB, it means that's true bypass. And what that sounds like it means is when you disengage the foot switch, there is no spillover. The signal, the reverb trail automatically stops. The T-lock or tone lock means once you dial in your settings, what you'd like it to do, you do put it in the T-lock position, and then you can't accidentally change any of the settings while you're playing it. It locks out the controls. And this is the green light will flash 2 times to lock it in. And then you can disengage and engage the foot switch and not worry about hitting any of the other knobs or changing any of the other settings. The next one is on that toggle switch, where if you just have it on the top switch, that will disable the bypass. So when you disengage that switch, when you disengage the foot switch, the trail, the reverb, will continue to spill over. So not some bad features for what most places would consider this a budget pedal from what I understand, one of the newer makers on the market. It is powered with a 9-volt center negative adapter. There is no battery compartment. Then there is a USB jack on the top, also up here on the front, where you can then plug it in for any firmware updates that Nux may put out. But that's just a quick rundown of the features on this pedal. So I'm going to take a break here, kind of get it set up, and we'll give it a quick run through to see how it sounds. So I think we got things set up here. So we're just going to go through each of the different types and play around with the little knobs. I just did see that little toggle switch, that top setting is called tail, which again just lets you know that you can keep the reverb having that spillover. I'm playing my Gretsch Streamliner, the G2622, right into my Personas Quantum ES2 into Studio One. And I've got the basic amplifier plug in with the black panel amp and 212 cabinet simulation, and I do have the reverb turned off for purposes of this demonstration. So here's the clean signal. So just starting off on room reverb, and all the settings are pretty much set at 12. Don't hear a whole lot of reverb going on there, so we'll up the K knob and adjust the length of the reverb and see how that does. A little bit more in there. We'll kind of up the level and increase the mix of the reverb. There you have a little bit more of that sound. A bit of tail, so let's see what happens if we disengage that tail. All right, so that's a little bit of the room. It's passable. Now let's turn it on over to the hall reverb. And just put everything at 12. I didn't mess with the tweak on room because that's just a tone setting. A little bit stronger than the room reverb. Let's tweak the liveliness, as we call it. Up the mix on that a bit, see if we get more. There's the K knob there. A little bit stronger reverb with that set. Trying that tail knob there. I'm not perceiving much effect there. I also don't see a lot of difference between room and hall. Let's move over to plate. Everybody back. 12 o'clock. I'm just going to leave the tail on. That seems to have more of a reverb to it. So we're going to up the mix from K. The tweak, again, only really does the tone, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Down a little bit. Up the mix and back off at the K. So far, I think that's the most noticeable reverb out of the three. The plate seems to be a passable reverb. We'll go over to damp reverb. Turning up the level. interested in reverb. Start everything part way, including the shimmer knob itself, the tweak. I can hear the shimmer in there. That's let's see how this does with singles. Up everything on the leveling. Okay, got the shimmer turned up quite a bit. Okay, fine. That you can really notice that tail on or tail lock, tail off on the shimmer. It does cut it right away. My first impression, I like the shimmer, but I've also noticed at certain levels it doesn't fade in. It's the signal and then the shimmer. I was kind of looking for something a little bit more gradual in that respect, but it works. You really have to turn up that shimmer, the tweak level, to really get an idea of what's going on there. All right, let's go over to the spring reverb. Okay, I had to take a quick break there. Back onto the sound in the background, so I'm curious about that. I went from shimmer to spring. For some reason that didn't switch right away. Maybe I did something I didn't notice. We are on a spring reverb. I've got everything turned up to about 3 o'clock. And you can hear it. It's just not intense. That's more mixed. That's decay or reverb length. Kind of what I'm seeing so far is the reverb is there, but you really have to be aggressive with your setting um, to really get something noticeable. And there's not a lot of gradation or variance in the settings. It just kind of is there or not too much. And then let's see, we'll give the trem verb a go. So there's definitely a trem. Back off the tweak knob and adjust the trem a little bit. Slow down the All right. And then the last setting is the mod verb or modulator. Back everybody off there a little bit. And I'm not noticing a lot there. Up the mix, the verb, and up the modulation. It is there, and I think we've seen with the other settings, it's passable. Um, so what are my thoughts? It's not a bad reverb. Um, right now, they're going on Amazon. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that right now. They're going for $99.99 on Amazon. It's not bad. It seems to be built well. And the fact that it has stereo in and out is impressive. I did not try that. The fact that you've got the toggle switch to turn the tail on or off, or lock your parameters once you're set so you can play. I think those are all good features. Execution, I have to give it some more time to play around with it. Like I said, the reverb is acceptable. Um, you do need to really push those settings to notice it. And my honest first reaction is there wasn't a lot of difference in some of the standard reverbs, like the room and the hall, the spring and the plate. I like the shimmer, and I like the tremolo. I'm usually not a big tremolo guy, but I like the level that this pedal did put it out. So yeah, yeah, it'll go on my board um, for $100. You get that. It's not a $300 reverb. It's not a $200 reverb. So you get some trade off on the pricing. But I think they took a swing, and I think they didn't do too bad over at Nux in putting this out. So I would encourage you, if you're looking for a straightforward reverb pedal, something that's not going to break the bank, uh, Like I said, this is going to go on a small minimal board that I'm putting together, and I think that'll work at this point. So go ahead and take a look at it. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you heard something I didn't hear. Maybe I'm misunderstanding some of the settings and some of the opportunities of adjustments and things like that on the pedal. Like I said, this is the first time I played it. Took it out of the box, plugged it in, and just started turning knobs. That's the best way to learn a pedal, I think. So if anything changes, I'll let you know. But again, I appreciate you stopping by, having a listen, hearing what some of my thoughts are, and again, let me know your thoughts. As always, I appreciate you coming by. Go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification. If you've got any comments or your own thoughts, drop those in the comment box. But until next time, remember to create, don't just copy.